Hello, so if you go over and search up what is the farthest distance you can drive, the internet comes up with from KHASAN, I have no idea how to pronounce that, to Cape Town, South Africa. And apparently it is 13,600 miles, and that would be this drive right here. Though, this drive is a lie. The reason why is because it actually is this drive right here. Though, this drive is a bit false in a way. The reason why I say that is because if you look over here, it is 24,465 oh dear, what just happened? It disappeared. 24,465 kilometers. Don't get me wrong, that is a long drive. It goes over and takes you through South Africa, Namibia, Angola, Republic of the Congo, Cameroon, Nigeria, Niger, Algeria, Monaco, and I guess it takes you across to Spain, and it takes you to France. And then it takes you right by Switzerland. I hope I didn't just adjust the route somehow. I think I did, okay. It takes you right by Switzerland, then it takes you by Luxembourg and Germany and Sketchia, I don't know how to tell you that country name. Takes you right through Poland and Belarus. Then it takes you right past Moscow, Russia, and takes you all the way across Russia. And makes you go past Kyrgyzstan and Mongolia and North Korea, and finally you are here in KHASAN. Though this is actually not the farthest distance you can drive, because there are roads further than this that you can still drive on. If I go over here to Google Map number 1, or the first tab here, as you see, the distance is a bit longer. It is 24,649 kilometers, which is still stupidly long, but you might have noticed it is around 200 kilometers longer. Well, why is it? Well, this is why. If I go over and zoom all the way down here, as you see, Cape Town is all the way over here. Well, that is not where I want to go. I want to be as far away from up this towards Russia as possible. So what you need to do is you need to continuously go down souther and souther all the way down to here, which this right here is AGULHAS, southmost point of Africa. Alright, this is the most south spot. This area adds quite a few extra miles onto your route. Now, it doesn't quite, don't know what I just did, it doesn't quite take you through Cape Town. It kind of makes you pass it, but that is the farthest south you can drive. Alright, then if you go over here back to Russia, you want to zoom right back in. And as you see over, where is it again? It's somewhere around here. Okay, as you see, there's this. So I went over and dragged the Google thing as far as it can go this way. And in total, I gained around 200 extra miles onto the drive, or 200 extra kilometers, around 60-ish miles. No, 120 miles, right? Yeah. I said 200 km. I've added 124 miles onto the route just by going over and doing that, which is quite nice. So that actually is the farthest distance you can drive, sort of. Unless you want to go over, and let's just say, for example, let's just say this node right here, and let's just drag it up there. There you go through Sweden. But then again, you could of course grab the node again, and you can go up to like Yakutsk, Russia as well. Where is that taking you? I don't know. Where is that? I think Yakutsk is up here, isn't it? Or, I don't know how to say it. Yeah, right? It takes you up to Yakutsk. And then it takes you up in the middle of nowhere, which is here, for some reason, as well. Where is this? Let's go here. I bet nobody stood here for a long time. Wait, this is a city. I take that back. Okay. What is this, then? We are currently in... I don't know what we're in. We're in something. What city is this? This is this. And it is currently negative 11 degrees Fahrenheit there. Okay, sure. But that's not it. We could also extend the route, alright? What we do is we just go north again. Like so, maybe. Some direction. It'll do something, maybe. Okay. But as you see, though, that extended the route quite a bit. And then we also could go over and grab it over down here, and we could also just drag this route all the way down here to India, because why not? and we can go over and get some nice Indian food, and, you know, why not, you know? It might, you know, casually add another 20,000 kilometers onto the route, but, you know, that's totally worth it. And you can't just go down to, like, what is wrong with the maps here? And you can't just, like, go down to the, you know, average Indian restaurant in, I don't know, Las Vegas, because I'm sure there's a lot of them. Or any other city, Reno, Nevada, you know, it doesn't really matter. Seattle, Washington, it doesn't really exactly matter where you go, or even anywhere over here. Like, you can go over to the Isle of Man. Well, I don't know if you can find any. Wait, is the Isle of Man big? Yeah, it looks somewhat big. Let's just drop down here. How big is the Isle of Man? Yeah, I'm sure you could find some Indian food in here as well, though it'd be quite interesting to see if you could. I'm just curious. I wonder how much food changes from country to country you go to, even if it is based on a different country. I don't know. And also, like, what kind of just random tangent am I going on to right now? And if I drop down to here, which is, I have no idea where, it's in the middle of London, or not, it's in the middle of the UK. Yeah, I feel like you probably could as well find Indian food here. But you might think, okay, this is a long drive. Well, there is another one that people don't normally talk about, and that is the route from Mexico City to Tuktoyaktuk, Canada. Now, this is not the longest way, okay? You can go farther south, okay? You can take it all the way down through Panama, alright? If I just drag it all the way, just squiggly around down here, there we go. This is about the longest route possible, right there. And this is another super long route. It is not as long as the one I showed you the first time. It's only half the length. But you start down here in Yavisa. Yavisa? I don't know how to say that. It's in Yavisa, Panama, right? Yeah, it's Panama, right? Yes, it is. Then it takes you all the way through Nicaragua, I think that is, and then it takes you through Honduras and El Salvador and Guatemala and Belize? I'm butchering these. It's taking you through all these, then it takes you into Mexico, and takes you through Texas, Colorado, and what is this, Montana, I think it is? Is that right? Wyoming, I mean, okay. And then Montana. It takes you through Alberta, Canada, British Columbia, Yukon, and Northwest Territories, and finally, you're here in Tuktoyaktuk. Though this isn't as far as you can go either. You can actually go a bit further to the end of the road in Dempster Highway, and it adds an extra few kilometers on, and that would be a total of roughly 138 miles of continuous driving at the speed limit, of course, though the speed limit's mostly a suggestion because people tend to drive faster than the speed limit anyway. Not by much. People normally, you know, tend to drive, let's say it's 70 miles an hour. People tend to drive 75 to 80, whatnot. So, you know, that 138 hours could probably be 120 hours, probably. Though, you have to think 10 hours a day at most. So that would be 13 to 14 days of driving right there, just to get there. Not including going and taking bathroom breaks, going over, refueling, going over, you know, eating, and, you know, just stuff like that. And sleeping. No, wait, that includes sleeping, but you get what I'm trying to say, right? I just thought this was a really weird drive. And also, just like, you start down here in Panama, and it's just like a nice weather, alright? If I go to, what city would this? Yaviza. If I search the forecast up for Yaviza, Panama, as you see, it's around 90 degrees every single day in the middle of January. And that is perfectly nice weather. It's nice and warm, and there's nothing wrong with it. And then at the end of your destination, your weather is going to be quite a bit colder. Negative 24. Yeah, or okay, to be fair, it varies between negative 14 and negative, 30 roughly? Yeah, negative 29. That is a big difference. Alright, at the beginning of your trip, you could think, okay, I don't know exactly much about weather. I'll probably maybe need a sweater at most, and you leave there, and you're like in your flip-flops and whatnot, and you arrive at the destination, and there's penguins walking around. Oh wait, no, polar bears maybe. I mean, okay, I've heard they're not that common up there, but basically, like, yeah, you're going from stupidly cold weather, hot weather, to cold weather in just like 13 days. That would be going from like summer to winter in most parts of the world. actually, no, that's more extreme than summer to winter. But also, you can't forget about something else, and that is, you can actually go souther than this. The reason why I say that is you can get a ferry taking you down here to Columbia. Though, there's one reason why there is no way to drive through here, and that is because it is a super dense forest, as far as I'm aware. And you can't drive through here. There's no roads connecting this point to, let's just say, Apartado, Columbia. So you want to go over and, you know, take a ferry or a boat. And then you can go and drive into Colombia, drive through Ecuador, you can drive through Peru, or, wait, Peru, P-E-R-U, wait, oh yeah, you can drive through Peru, you can drive through Bolivia, then you can drive through Chile and Argentina. And you can end all the way down here at Ushuaia, Argentina, which is quite a bit south. So there is a southern part of this, and that is this over here. This is, I don't even know if it's a town or not. It looks like it might be. You could, like, end right here in whatever this is. I don't know. And you could even go farther south if you want, which would be right here. And that looks like this. Oh, actually, nice, actually. You got, like, that up there, and yeah. Granted, this is not as cold as Tuktoyaktuk, Canada, not even near. I mean, so when it's summer north, it's winter down south. When it's winter down on the top, you know, up north, it's going to be summer down south. So right now, it's summer down there, and they're going to be warmer. But that's just something interesting I saw as well. You could easily drive that entire distance. And if you wanted, you could also go through, like, Argentina if you wanted as well. I mean, I don't know why you'd want to, but, you know, a nice adventure, I guess. Ooh, where are we? I don't know. This looks quite nice, actually. It looks like a Midwestern United States town. That's an interesting color for a roof. But, yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. Like, you could... What kind of weather do they have here? Like, this is down by the South Pole, and they look like a desert. I mean, they are a desert, don't get me wrong. All the stuff to the left of here gets, I don't know if you can see my mouse or not, but all this stuff over here gets a lot of rain. And then all this stuff over here gets not a lot of rain. The reason why is just because all the mountains cut off all the water to this side. Or they cut off all the rain from reaching the right side, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Well, not all of it, but most of it. But if I go down here to, like, Tillier, what is this, Argentina? What does it look like here in Tillier, Argentina? Okay, well, this is less of a desert. I wouldn't expect this to be that far south, though. I'd expect this to be like in Oklahoma, which is, well, it's quite a bit farther from Oklahoma. Like, Oklahoma's here, and Tillier is, I don't know, I'll never see it again. I have no idea where it was. Here it is. There's Tillier. I just think this is really just weird. Why do I keep going on these random tangents? Then if I go this way, like, you can definitely tell how dry it is. There's no trees. Okay, that's a lie. There's a tree right there. But, like, it's dry over here. There's nothing besides, well, grass and some shrubs or weeds, which is nice. And it looks like it might actually rain soon, so that's nice. But, like, there is a humongous difference, though, in the climate looking like. Okay, if I go over to, I have no idea. Let's just go to here. I know this is probably going to be cold because I'm in the middle of a mountain, but you get the point, right? Like, over here, there's not really many trees as well. There's people having a problem because of Google Maps picture issues, but, like, yeah, this looks quite dry, actually. It looks slightly less dry, but still dry. I don't know why it looks like that. I assume this would be, like, in the middle of a mountain area, but, okay, let's go over here to, okay, I can't drop anything down there. Fine. It's wet over here. Can you take my word? There we go. We can drop down here. As you see, it is very forested, and, you know, you got some mountains over there, too, but as you see, it's very forested over here, and that just sort of shows that, like, it's dry on the right and with the left, and the mountains cut it off. Also, if you're wondering what the place over here looks like, let me just drop down here on Google Maps so you can see what it looks like. It looks a bit interesting looking. As you see, it's a bit flat. Yeah, okay, granted there are some hills, but it's mostly flat. Also, it's too cold for trees to grow. That's why there's no trees there, actually. Let's just say we drop down here on the highway. There's gonna be trees. Okay, there's not trees yet, but as you see, the trees are getting taller. Alright, if I go even more far souther, okay, down here to, like, Inuvik, you're going to have some trees. I'm going to try to stay a little bit farther north of Anubis if I can. And as you see, there's more trees. And then if I want to go even farther south to Anubis, then we're going to be in the tree territory, as you see. I mean, they aren't huge trees in any means, but they are trees. So, like, I just find that really weird. Either way, I don't know what the point of this video was, besides trying to show you that there's a weird route you could do, and I'm making the word high backwards on a map, it looks like. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, I guess you could leave a like, and yeah, this is my third channel or whatever, I don't really care. Thanks for watching, and have a wonderful day. See you.